All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Pipe Bomb City, and welcome to my Raw review for July 4th, 2016. Before this video begins, be sure to check my Instagram at instagram.com/pipebombcity. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, guys. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys. I've been doing a lot of custom match cards and official match cards, and I'm trying to get on all of that shit. I haven't really talked to you guys in about a week or two, so here I am. I'm here for the Raw review for July 4th, 2016. I haven't really been making a lot of reviews. I haven't really made one, I think, since Money in the Bank. Maybe the Raw after or something like that. But it's been a few weeks. I felt like nothing important has really happened. But I feel like this week we had some really good promos. We had a lot of matches announced for Battleground. We had fucking 3 matches now announced. Xavier, we don't know what's going on with him. We had this fucking huge 16-man elimination match. I don't even know what to call it. Vicky Guerrero returned. A lot of shit happened. All right, so here I am. I'm going to be going over everything here that went over Raw. A lot of people were unhappy with how it was. I think other than the Golden Truth beating the Vaudevillains, the U.S. title match maybe, and the 16-man elimination, whatever, fist fuck, I think other than that, I think it was a pretty good show, but here we go. So we kicked off the night. All right, I'll start with that. We kicked off the night with the 4th of July barbecue thing. They do this pretty much every time there's a holiday thing, and nothing really to say. I mean, it was just pretty much the regular shit. But the first match we had tonight was the U.S. title match with Rusev beating Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil comes out there with the fucking stupidest thing I've ever seen. And you knew that they were going to do this whole 4th of July gear with somebody. And they did it with the Social Outcasts, and they did it with Titus O'Neil, which is fucking Jesus. It's just overwhelmingly fucking stupid. But whatever. Titus loses. I really don't care. I don't like Titus. I don't get why he's in the title picture. The only reason why he is in the title picture is because Vince, I don't know what he's doing, but apparently there's nobody else on the roster, but it's just stupid to me why Titus is even still doing this. Hopefully they do not have a rematch at Battleground. I don't think the matches are that good. I don't like the whole rivalry going on here. Titus kissed his fucking son on the mouth. I don't know. It's just a whole fuckery going on here. So I don't know what to say about it. The match was, it was a little below average. That's pretty much just how all these have been. Again, this whole rivalry, I wish it would end. I think this is a great time to make it end. I don't think anyone is too into it. I really don't think anyone cares about it. Maybe Titus's kids, but that's probably it. So it was just a waste of his career. Well, I don't even get why. I mean, they're giving Titus a chance. He isn't really getting a crowd reaction, and I'm just done. I'm done with this whole rivalry. When Rusev won the title, I said, here we go. The U.S. title and Rusev are finally going to become great again. Fuck making Darren great again. We're going to make these two great again. And the U.S. title is pretty low, as it was before Cena won it. And Rusev, he's better than he was when he was doing the whole 4-way rivalry, and in the League of Nations. But still, it's just kind of dumb to me, why they're still doing this. But moving on, actually good things. We had Enzo and Big. Okay, well this is semi good. Enzo and Big Cass beating the Social Outcasts, who come out again. The whole July 4th thing, which is fucking, I don't even understand. They're coming out Independence Day presidential fucking gear, I guess, and it was just a squash match. Enzo and Big Cass win. I'll get into those two later, but again, nothing really to talk about. But here we go. This is where shit gets good in the actual show. We have Sasha come out when Charlotte and Dana Brooke are talking, all right? And Charlotte and Sasha, these two on the mic are just godly. These two were going fucking back and forth. I had a hell of a time watching it. I thought it was good. And Dana Brooke looks like fucking Bowser Jr. from that Mario shit. That's what she looks like. I mean, if you don't believe me, look up some of the photos, because tonight was it her in that prime. Look up a picture of Bowser fucking Jr. and it's like twins lost at birth, all right? But here we go, Charlotte's coming out and talking, and Sasha finally comes out. And these two, as I said, it was so good. I loved it. It was so good. Sasha, a few times, I was like, oh, damn, because I thought it was really good. I thought Charlotte was playing the cocky heel, and you could tell some of it Creative wrote, You could tell, but I thought that she played it perfectly. You know, I thought it was great. I thought both of them were great. You know, I thought it was great. A whole great thing going on here. This match going to Battleground. I don't know if Sasha's going to win. I think it's probably just going to be someone where a shitty finish is going to happen and then the rematch at SummerSlam. You know, if Sasha wins the title, that's fine. If Charlotte beats her clean, that's fine, you know, but the real big picture here is SummerSlam if we're looking at this, you know. But once again, this was a great rivalry going on right now. It was a great segment tonight. And getting in here, now we had the WWE Champion versus the Intercontinental Champion. They're still calling it the WWE title, which means that a new title, I don't know if it's the World Heavyweight title, but a new title will be coming to SmackDown. It's not confirmed, but I think that we all have the brain here, and we could assume for ourselves that a new title will be coming for SmackDown. I don't know if it's going to be a whole new thing, you know. Maybe, I don't even know, you know, maybe it's going to be a whole new title or it's going to be the world title. You know, I think I'd like to see a new title if they actually want to roll with it. But I think the world title, you know, they retired it. You know, why bring it back? It was at a very low point before Cena and Randy had the rivalry in 2013. You know, it was just a waste of a title. I don't think they should bring it back. I think they should just end it where they ended it. If they want to bring it back, that'd be fine. But I'm saying if there's a brand new title, that'd be fine too. You know, I'm going with whatever. But getting into this, you know, we had a good match here with Ambrose and The Miz. Miz is finally back. He did return, I think it was last week against Demon Kane, you know, so he's finally back. And I didn't realize until about yesterday how good the Intercontinental title has been represented this year. You know, a WWE title, of course, it's always going to be treated well. It's the main fucking title, and it pretty much has been throughout the entire fucking company's history, you know. But you can say what you want about, oh, Roman had it most of the year and blah, blah, blah. Okay. But pretty much, I think out of all the titles, either the tag team, this is interesting to me because if you ask me this, say in 2014 or something like that, and you ask me, what is going to be the most important title? I'd be shocked if I told you it'd be the Intercontinental and tag team titles because those ones are on fire right now. You know, the New Day, of course, they have their thing going on. But really, the breakout title this year is the Intercontinental title. I mean, really, last year was the United States title, but this year, I mean, you could say what you want because no big star really had it this year. And, of course, I love every man that's held it. I love pretty much every man who's competed for it this year so far. So I'm not complaining about that. But I'm saying last year, Cena, I mean, we're not going to lie here, Cena and Bryan, when they won it in 2015, it was pretty much like, shit, now this means something again. But this year, it's just been completely on its own, you know. These guys have completely recovered it. Kevin Owens was pretty much the man who saved the title ever since Daniel Bryan got injured, and then that was ruined, and then Ryback won it, and it was ruined. You know, Kevin Owens saved the title last year, and now he's doing his old thing, you know. But looking at all the title defenses and rivalries going on with the Intercontinental title, you know, we kicked off the year with Ambrose and Owens, you know, for Royal Rumble, which was an amazing fucking match. And then at Fastlane, you know, Dean was the Intercontinental Champion. He was competing in the main event against Lesnar and Roman. At WrestleMania, there was a fantastic match of the year candidate. Positively, it was great. Ladder match, that was great, you know. At Extreme Rules, or I'm sorry, at Payback, we had The Miz and Cesaro who had their good rivalry going on there. Say what you want about Cesaro on the mic. It was a good rivalry. And then Zayn and Owens got added, and they had an amazing fatal four-way match. You know, and looking at now, you know, we took Money in the Bank off of the IC title, which was fine. And now here we are. We're back for Battleground. The Miz is playing this role so well. I'm glad he's the champion. I think he needed this to revive his career. I think he's doing great with the title. I think he's doing great with the gimmick. I think the IC title and the Miz have been doing great this year. You know, I think everyone who's come off pretty much, with the exception of Sin Cara, you know, and Stardust. Other than those two guys, pretty much everyone who has touched that Intercontinental title or gone near it has benefited from it. Fucking Zack Ryder, holy shit, you know, that's a whole nother story. I'll get into him later in the review, you know. But as I said, you know, but getting into the actual match, it's a pretty good match. Ambrose wins, stays for commentary, and then up next we have Seth Rollins defeating Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler loses, and Rollins gets on the mic and cuts a badassery promo. This is exactly what I'm talking about, you know. We had Sasha and Charlotte who did great on the mic, and then Rollins comes out here and fucking amazing. You know, it was so intense and real shit, and I loved it. It ends pretty much in Ambrose beating the shit out of him, but you know, that's fine. You know, again, I thought it was great. This whole rivalry going. I love so much how they're just accepting this. You know, like they're not hiding that Roman was suspended. They're not hiding what he's done. He fucking didn't either, you know. I still hate the guy for my reasons. You know, I made it pretty obvious. I'm not gonna go over and explain it all to you. But I mean, I love how they're just accepting this. They're not hiding from it, and it's so real, and I fucking love it. You know. Up next, though, we had Vicky Guerrero return to Raw, which was fantastically shit. You know, um, man, Vicky, she was general manager pretty much when I started watching WWE in the summer of 2012. All right. It's been a lot of time since, and I've absorbed the knowledge of pro wrestling, and I know tons of shit about it. But I was at a time, or I was pretty green into it. It was really until late 2013, you know, where I really got into it. I started learning shit and blah, 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 you know. So I was pretty green when Vicky was GM pretty much. Well, in the prime, you know, I don't know what they were doing in 20. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, but when she was with Dolph and when she was with, as the SmackDown general manager, you know, starting to get into Raw and she was with Brad Maddox, I was green and I was like, oh, well, you know, everyone's booing her. That's fine. You know, she's the bad guy here. Boo, you know, but I never realized I never really understood why they booed her. You know, the wife of Eddie Guerrero. I mean, sure, they're gonna boo, but fuck, I didn't understand how annoying this chick was. I, I didn't know if she did something different. Of course, she's trying to be so obnoxious and annoying, and it worked so well. Honestly, if Vicky became GM, it'd be bittersweet. Part of me says that'd be good because she plays the heel role so well. You know, I think out of all the general managers who have returned so far, Corporate Kane didn't get a reaction. You know, Big Johnny didn't get a reaction. Teddy Long didn't get a reaction. Vicky, they were saying what and booing her and cheering her as soon as she got kicked out of the building. It was amazing, you know. And then the backstage interview with Dolph after, or not interview, the segment with Dolph after she got kicked out, that was hilarious. I've never seen this woman in my life. It was fucking great, you know. So if Vicky became GM, the positives would be that, you know, it'd be good and she plays the hero really well. The bad part is that she's annoying as fuck. That voice and how she acts. So you know what? But that's just part of the character. It's like The Miz, you know, like he does it so well, but it's so annoyingly good. So I don't even know, you know. I imagine Vicky with The Miz. Holy shit, that would just be a death bomb. But moving on, I really don't want to talk about this part because we had the Golden Truth defeat the Vaudevillains clean. All right, so either this means the Golden Truth is getting a push, which I'm upset about, or the Vaudevillains are becoming jobbers like the Ascension were, which I'm upset about. All this, I mean, the Vaudevillains, they have such great potential, and the Ascension, they're beyond burying. They're fucking gone. You know, they're so, you know, and the Ascension pretty much came in at a high. They were so good in NXT, former champs, just like the Vaudevillains, and they come in, they do good at first, you know, and then they just die all of a sudden. And that is what's happening with the Vaudevillains. I hope this isn't the case. The Golden Truth gets a clean win. Nothing happened. No DQ, no interference, nothing. It was clean. And then after English got pinned, he just rolled out of the ring. Oh my God. I hate the Golden Truth. So I just hope this doesn't mean anything too serious, you know. Moving on, the Club attacking John Cena. John Cena comes out, and there are memes and jokes all over spreading. Like, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I got to go beat up John Cena. That's what everyone is saying thanks to AJ Styles' promo tonight. I love AJ Styles as a heel. So I don't know if that means he's doing a bad job as a heel, but I fucking loved it. Before as a babyface, at first it was cool, you know, because he's like, oh, I'm so happy to be here and I'm going to compete. And that was cool at first, you know, but pretty much once he got into the rivalry with Roman, he started to develop more of a character and a persona, but still it was face Styles. You can only go so far with someone who could talk like that. I mean, of course, he's phenomenal in the ring. He's not bad on the mic, you know, but I mean, really, he's better than Neville and Cesaro, you know, but you got to look at it like that, you know. So pretty much what happened next, Cena again comes out, and then the club starts making a promo. Styles again, great. Club's there too, fucking great. And then they beat the shit out of Cena, and then Enzo and Cass come out, and I was like, what the fuck? All right, I can understand, you know, because the whole tag team, everyone hates each other thing. Like a Money in the Bank, they had the 4-way match, and it was like, all right, well, I can understand. But then what really made me go, well, fuck, it makes sense. But it's like, come on. Because at Battleground, we're going to have Cena versus Styles. But it's a 6-man tag team match. It is the club versus Cena and Enzo and Cass. I don't understand it. I mean, I do understand it, but it comes out of nowhere. And this is pretty much WWE just saying, okay, Cena is going to win, but we're going to put Enzo and Cass with him, so there's not as much heat, which is a great business plan. But really, I mean, of course, this is probably a great main event for Raw, and I'm happy. I'm so sick of all the 6-man tag team matches for main events in Raw and all that shit. But still, this match, I mean, maybe if there was a 2-week build-up or someone have it on SmackDown, that would be okay. But seriously, though, this just came out of fucking nowhere, you know, and I'm fine with it. It's going to be a kick-ass match. And Cena gets a chance to be with Enzo and Cass. Cena literally said that he reminds himself of Enzo, you know, the thugonomic Cena. He compared that to Enzo. That's great. You know, I'm happy that they're together, and it's so bittersweet, you know, because it's going to be a good match, and I can understand it, but it just Cena and Styles, of course, their first match, for it being match of the decade quality like it should have been, it was a letdown, really. Of course, it was a great match, but still, you know. So really, I can understand why they're doing this. For me, I'm just probably a fan. I guarantee by next week, I'll probably be saying the opposite of what I'm saying now. Literally, I promise you guys. Okay, I don't. But still, you know, it's fine. I'm happy with it, but it just kind of came out of nowhere is what I'm trying to say, you know? Also, speaking of shit that came out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar's opponent for SummerSlam is going to be announced on SmackDown. Let me talk about that because that came out of fucking nowhere. You know, I'm not really happy with that. You know, what I can see happening is it could be like announced. It could be someone. I don't know really who yet. Because I mean, maybe they would. Let's just say Seth Rollins, for example. Brock Lesnar, you will face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, all right? And then imagine someone like Kevin Owens or Randy Orton comes out and be like, no. I'm here to take the challenge. I mean, seriously, Randy Orton, he's going to be returning soon. So seriously, we can all expect that. And then on top of that, you got somebody, someone else, you know? Oh my God. Kevin Owens, though. He's not in a match at Battleground right now. Oh, wait, shit. Yes, he is. He's facing Sami Zayn. So really, Randy Orton. Everyone's been expecting Randy Orton. So, I mean, it's pretty much going to be Orton versus Brock at SummerSlam, but I wish there was some kind of build-up. You know, hopefully it's like Brock versus this man, and then Randy says, no, because he's returning. That'd be a great way to return. He's like, no, I'm here to kick some ass. It'd be a great way 2 weeks before SmackDown to finally get some SmackDown viewers, make good shit happen on SmackDown, so then all these new viewers don't come in. So pretty much, I'm deeply sorry if you hear some very annoying noise in the background. I don't know what the fuck that is. Pipes or shit. I don't know. So if you hear that, I apologize. But getting into this, the final 2 segments, I want to save the New Day thing for last because holy shit. Let's talk about the Team USA versus National Alliance thing. Tell me. I get it. It's 4th of July and you want Team USA to win. But seriously, Big Show, Kane, Zack Ryder, Apollo Crews, Jack Swagger, Mark Henry, and the Dudley Boys defeated Jericho, Owens, Cesaro, Zayn, Del Rio, Sheamus, Kalisto, and Sin Cara was there too. Really? What the fuck? I can understand this because, again, it's 4th of July and Team USA has to win. But Jesus, fuck. That makes no sense. You know how all these top guys, Jericho, Owens, Cesaro, Zayn, Del Rio, Sheamus, Kalisto, I guess, and Sin Cara, whatever. How can they lose to Swagger, Ryder, Mark Henry, the Dudley Boys? Okay, Jesus. I don't even want to talk about it. Zack Ryder and Big Show were the ones that won it. I don't even want to talk about it. This was just dumb, weird build up to it. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. You know, getting into the New Day thing. Oh, I have been waiting to talk about this. The New Day is here, and a possible breakup is on the way. Okay, because here we are with the New Day right now. All right, and we've been seeing Xavier go, and he's not too happy, and he doesn't want to face the Wyatts, and he's nervous about the shit. And the Wyatts played earlier in the night a promo saying, "Join us, come to our the part of town," something like that. You know, face us, grr. And you know, it was good promo. And then New Day reacted well to it as they usually did. You know, of course, I love this whole gimmick, as Bray said, the lightness versus the darkness. I love that. The positivity versus the fear, the truth. I love that. You know, I love this whole rivalry. A lot of people are criticizing. Well, not a lot, but some are saying, "Oh, Woods, I hate this. Now they're going to lose the titles because of Woods." No shit. That's what's so great about it, you know? Who would have thought a year ago, you know, they were pretty much, New Day was getting pretty hot at this time, you know, last year. They were about to win the titles twice, and they were really getting into that persona. But a lot of people backstage, too, are also thinking, you know, the New Day's popularity is at its peak. I agree with that. It's pretty much done here. You know, it's been fucking almost 3 years or 2 years, you know, and I love the New Day. I will always be a New Day fan, but I like how they're ending it. I like when they're ending it, and I like who they're ending it to. The Wyatts are gonna fucking win. It's gonna be great. All right, hold on. Let me pull up on Instagram before I try and go off my memory and all that shit. I made a little theory of what's gonna happen at Battleground. But while I'm pulling that up on my Instagram here, all right, it's on my phone. Y'all can't see it, but here. So what happened though? All right. Well, Woods is saying, "No, we can't do this." And I mean, it's always been fun and games, but seriously, guys, I'm out. And then Xavier ditches. So here's a little theory on Instagram if you want to check it out. Here's a little theory I made at Battleground. All right. It's going to be Kofi and Big E against the Wyatts. I don't know who's going to be competing for the Wyatts, but Xavier is going to stop appearing on TV. You know, we're about 2 or 3 weeks away. We're pretty much 2 to 3 weeks away from Battleground. All right. Xavier is not going to appear on TV anymore. If he does, that's fine. But I'm saying, here's a theory, you know, he doesn't appear on TV anymore until Battleground, you know. So pretty much at Battleground, Kingston and Big E are going to have the match almost won. But then Xavier comes down. They're saying, "Oh, yes, we get the upper hand now." But nope. Xavier turns on the New Day, which leads to either one of two things, pretty much, in my opinion. You know, if everything goes like I'm saying right now. I'm not saying this is the most entertaining way. I'm not saying it's the best way. You know, we have to wait and see. But I'm saying this is just a theory. On paper, it sounded good to me. All right. So this will lead to one of two things. One, a DQ finish, which will lead to a rematch at SummerSlam, which will be Kofi and Big E, just those two, versus the Wyatts with Xavier. Or two, the Wyatts win the titles at Battleground. I think one of those two things is going to happen. I'd be happy with that, you know. But pretty much, guys, I'm looking forward to it. Really, though, in the next 2 weeks, then we're going to have the week of fucking amazing. With the Cruiserweight Classic is going to start July 13th. The draft is on July 19th with the first ever fucking live SmackDown. Battleground is July 24th. Holy shit. You know, Brock Lesnar's SummerSlam opponent is going to be announced. 2 days from now, July 7th, it's going to be amazing. You know, July is apparently a big month for WWE, I guess. You know, thank you guys so very much for watching. This has been Pipe Bomb City. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.